Hola, buenos dias. So for this video, we're going to take a quick look at two different verbs in Spanish. And the reason we're going to learn these ones together is because quite often your textbook might have them paired up because these verbs will frequently use indirect object pronouns, whether in conversation or just on print sentences. And you'll see that in my examples at the bottom. But before we get to that, the two verbs we're going to learn today are dar and decir. So dar means to give, and decir is to say or to tell. Let's show you really quick the breakdown of the verb dar. Dar does have an irregular yo form. It goes to doy. So I give is doy. Dar means to give. And then the to form will be das. After the doy, it follows a regular pattern. Da for the he, she form. The we form will be damos. The vosotros will be dais. And then the ellos will be dan. So it's I give, you give, he, she gives, we give. You give in Spain, and then they give or you guys give. Over here, decir. The nice thing about decir is if you've been in Spanish, even just for like a month, you probably already know the he, she version of it, because when you say, how do you say something in Spanish? You say, ¿cómo se dice? Right? So, ¿cómo se dice? And you'll notice that the E goes to an I because decir is a stem changing verb or a boot verb. So again, if you've ever watched my videos before, you'll remember that if you know one of these three right here, it's really easy to figure out the other two because the to form will just add an S to it from the he, she form. We've got that one. We add an N to it. We've got the ellos form over here. Now, the yo form of decir is irregular. It goes to digo. The nosotros is going to be decimos, where the E does not change to an I. And then the vosotros will be decis, D-E-C-I-S, like that. All right, so if you want to do the activity to practice these two verbs, maybe jot down those notes. Otherwise, I'm going to scroll down right now, and you'll see the 10 sentences where you get a chance to use 5 versions of dar and 5 versions of decir. So again, pause the video to take notes. Otherwise, I'm going to scroll down, and you can take a look at the example sentences. Here we go. All right, so we've got the first 5 are going to be some form of dar, and then the second 5 will be some form of decir. Again, if you want to pause the video before I give you the answers, go ahead and pause it now. Otherwise, I'm going to start giving them to you in about 2 seconds. All right, so here we go. The first one is going to be yo le doy el regalo a Juan, which means I give the gift to Juan. Earlier in the video, I mentioned indirect object pronouns. You're going to see a bunch of them in this activity, and it's that word right there, le, means to him. I'm not going to go into detail right now on that, but I'm just pointing it out to you. Número dos says, she gives me a book, so she gives is da. Number 3 is they give the money to their children, so they give will be dan. Number 4 is you give me the receipt, so you give is das. Number 5 is we give you the test. So we give is damos. Okay, and then part 2 with the verb decir. Number 1 says she tells me the truth. So ella me dice la verdad. That's a really good E. Número 2 says we give you the time. So it's going to be, we tell you the time, which is decimos. Número 3 says I tell lies. So yo digo mentiras. Número 4 says you tell them buenos dias or good morning. So you tell them would be dices. And then the last one is the students say hello to the teacher. So they say will be dicen, D-I-C-E-N, just like that. So there you have it. We got the verb decir and the verb dar for to give and to say or to tell. If you have questions, let me know in the comment section of the video. Otherwise, thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. Hasta luego.